So, hello everyone, welcome back to Mellow Lavender. Hello if you're new here. If you're not new here, thank you for sticking around. I know, I am a mess. I know I have not been consistent. I know, but I am being consistent now, and I will continue to be consistent. So, let's just get that out of the way. I'm starting off with Money Meetings, which is a series where I talk about finances, specifically my finances and how I handle savings and debts um, and other expenses that I have to pay for, and yeah, how I do it on a salary, and being super duper transparent about it. None of us are perfect, and we can be very hard on ourselves when we don't achieve certain goals. So I always try to track my goals and to also, not be too hard on myself if I don't meet a certain goal. So if you're interested in hearing about all the money that I spend, please stay tuned and let's get started. I can't talk about February without talking about January. So January was an interesting month for me. In short, I had only received one paycheck because I started on a very weird week and weird day. So I didn't even really get paid for 2 weeks. I'm grateful, of course, that I even got paid and I even have a job. But it was a weird week to get paid. And that kind of sent me a little back. I was expecting 2 paychecks. But yeah, that didn't happen. So, of course, like with anything in life, you just I keep pushing. So, I knew that February was going to be a more steady month for me in terms of pay. I also knew that tax season was coming along, so I would get some refund there. So I got my first full paycheck. Yay to that. And I also received my returns. So I paid off quite a bit of my rent, which I had said in previous video that I was behind rent, so now I am on time with rent. I also had paid a good chunk of money to one of my smaller debts. I paid about $100 towards my credit card debt, and I, for the first time, I really did strictly budget, and had kept about 85% of it exactly as I had planned it. Now, I wanted to talk about that 15% that I didn't do, because that 15% is, I think, what makes the biggest difference and is why I want to readjust my budget slightly for March. Again, I'm not really judging myself for February because February was a month of catch up with rent, so that took up a chunk of my money, about $1,000 worth in a month, and alongside with that, I was also paying for the smaller portion of my debt. So in reality, I was really focused on paying those things off. In March, I'll have more leeway, which is why you'll see I'll be able to kind of judge my budget. The biggest lessons I've learned while tracking my budget for February, like really tracking it, is, and I knew this before, but having cash on me don't work. 9 times out of 10, I don't know where the cash went. And that's on that. So we're just not going to do that anymore. I prefer card because it tracks exactly where you spent your money. Exactly where you spent your money. Besides like stuff like CVS or Target where you can pinpoint exactly what you purchased, unless you have a receipt. But more times than not, I have the receipts in my bag, so I know exactly what I paid for. With cash though, there's a lot of strings that are not attached. So my rule is to probably have less than $20 in cash moving forward, because if I have any more than that, again, I don't know where the hell the cash goes. That's just the first thing. The second thing is buying little snacks here and there adds up. About $60 worth. And I'm not mad at myself for it. And the reason why I'm not mad at myself for it is because, again, a huge chunk of my money was going into debt and rent, which of course I need to pay for, like, of course, but indulge me a little bit. Somewhere in my budget, I need to give myself some leeway. This is just for me because I'm not frugal, and if I don't give myself some leeway, I'm just going to throw the whole budget away. So that doesn't help anybody. So can I lower the money that I spend on snacks? Definitely. Will I do so? I definitely want to. That's definitely something in the future that I'm pushing towards, or just being more conscious of when I spend on snacks. That's one big thing that I did see by writing down exactly what I purchased.
Another big thing was that I was hit with a fee. And why
I was hit with this fee was because I decided to purchase something, not look at my bank account. And well, I didn't have enough money on the bank account. So there's that. Moving forward, we're gonna check our bank accounts before we purchase stuff. You know, just that's what we're doing. Apart from that, everything else was pretty much I wouldn't say a given, but I did budget for. The only other kind of splurge expense thing that I did was I got myself a book bag and I got myself really nice cute pens, specifically 3 pens. The reason why is because pens changed my life in more ways than you can think. They're just nice to write on with your planner, with whatever. The reason why I'm making this video is because I wrote it down on my nice little planner with my nice little pen and said, I will do this today. So that's why we did that. But honestly, it's just a little joy that I get by getting nice pens. It makes me honestly a little bit more productive and a little bit more inclined to do work. Should that be the reason why I do work all the time? No, but again, indulge me just for this one time. The book bag, however, I do have a good excuse, maybe. So I got this really expensive $85 book bag that honestly, I know some people are just gonna be like, you could have gotten like a $20 book bag, but hear me out. It's cute. And not only that, it fits everything that I have in my purse, in my book bag. I needed a book bag that was not only cute, but also supported my back, because I was using a purse to go to work, and I carry a lot of heavy crap in my purse, and my back was killing me. So for my health, I said, you know what? Let me invest on myself and get a dang book bag. So paycheck two, um, again, we will be sticking with the regular. I'll be paying uh, this month's rent. Okay, so I'll be paying for the rest of my smaller debt. Yay! So that debt was about $345. I paid off 167, I believe, last paycheck, and this paycheck I'm going to pay the rest off, which is 178. Apart from this, I also do have a retirement account. I put $50 in. I have $50 in from the last paycheck, $50 from this paycheck, and I have to pay my phone bill. I'm going on a date, so I need to do my hair and possibly get a dress. I'm not sure yet. We also want to go to the movies, so I didn't tell him, but I will be paying for the date for that portion because he's paying for food already. I'm like, damn, we can't be that gold digger. The last thing I do want to say is that I am planning on getting a second and third stream of income. I don't know what it is yet. I was thinking of getting a part-time job, the realities, but we'll see about that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. I'm excited to see where the quarter will end for me. Thank you for just supporting me, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.